lot of people, including Kasey RXRD and Words of a Reader, have been making top book to film adaptation lists. I'll link below. So of course that got me thinking about what I would choose, doubting that I could even come up with 5 choices, but I did, so I'm making a video. These aren't in any order except the order that I thought of them, and the very last book movie adaptation is one that I very much dislike. So the first one is The Painted Veil by Somerset Maugham. Now, I saw the movie before I knew it was a book. The movie is really beautiful, the acting is really great, the story is great, and it's got Edward Norton, so what more do you need? But overall, what I loved most about the book was the writing. It's absolutely beautiful, and it has a certain mood to it that the movie definitely captures through its cinematography and the setting and the colors and everything. Overall, a really beautiful story, and I highly recommend both the movie and the book. I wouldn't say that seeing the movie first even ruined the book for me. It was really good. The second is Atonement, which I also saw as a movie first before I knew it was a book. The cinematography in this is also really good, even though sometimes it's a bit confusing since events are a little bit out of order and in different perspectives, but it is really quite brilliant. And it has James McAvoy, so what more do you need? The book is very good, very well written, but I did notice that it was pretty similar to the book, so if you haven't read or seen this, I would recommend reading it first and then watching it later. The next book movie is Dr. Zhivago, written by Boris Pasternak. As my senior year AP European history class watched this in class. I don't remember too much about the movie except for a lot of trains and this one very beautiful scene where they arrive at this old abandoned house which is covered in like snow or dust or something, which then gets like spread into the air, and it's just very beautiful and well done. I read the book a few years later and absolutely loved it. The writing is gorgeous. It's not actually that long of a book either, especially compared to like Anna Karenina by Tolstoy, and is also much more enjoyable than Anna Karenina, at least in my opinion. Dr. Zhivago is definitely one of my favorite books. So the fourth book movie is The English Patient by Michael Ondaatje. I'm not even gonna try because I don't know how to pronounce his name. The movie has Juliette Binoche in it, and she's just so beautiful and so talented. And the story is really beautiful, the writing in the book is great. Just the plotline is very interesting and moving. I saw the movie first. Again, if you've noticed, there's kind of a pattern there. Not intentional, but that's the way it is. I read the book about a year ago, and oh my gosh, I just fell in love with it. Beautiful writing, completely captivating, and even better than the movie. There's more detail, more character depth, so it also is one of my favorites, and I highly recommend both movie and book. The last book movie adaptation is Big Fish. I loved this movie when it came out. It's so creative and imaginative and fun and beautiful. I read the book this summer or fall when I saw that my dad owned it, and it also is amazing. It's even more quirky and fun and lovable. It has this great dichotomy between the imagined stories and the real events, and it is a quick read and super fun, so I definitely recommend it. Now, in the beginning of the video, I mentioned that I would be talking about a book movie adaptation that I hated, but that's a little bit misleading because it's actually a movie to book adaptation. The movie is Mona Lisa Smile, but the book is based on the movie, which I didn't realize when I bought it in a thrift store. I saw this book that was also a movie that I really loved, so I figured, hey, I love that movie and it's a book too, so it's probably really good. So I read it and it was like exactly the same as the movie, like word for word, scene for scene, exactly the same. So I look at the front cover and I see based on the motion picture. So it was really a letdown, and I was just really bummed out when I realized what I'd just read. So if you haven't seen Mona Lisa Smile, I definitely recommend it because I love the movie, but just forget the book even exists. Just stay far, far away from it. It's really not worth it to do both because it's like the same stuff in just different forms. Before I go, I just want to thank all the new subscribers. We're over 70 now, which is really exciting. So I'm thinking that maybe when I get to 100, I'll do like a question and answer video. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. And if you have a question that you want me to answer, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. And it doesn't have to be about books. It can be about my favorite color, or how tall I am, or what food I like, what music I listen to, what I studied in school, anything. So I just really want to thank all of my subscribers. I really, really appreciate it. Also, thanks to everyone who checked out my book haul video. It quickly became my most watched video, so now I see why they're so popular. And I just wanted to let you know that I have another one coming in 2 or 3 weeks, depending on when they arrive. So keep watching and subscribe and all that, and I will see you later. Bye!